Opening hook, the silent epidemic. America is richer than ever. Technology is faster than ever. Medicine is more advanced than ever. And yet, Americans are more anxious than at any point in recorded history. More antidepressants, more panic attacks, more insomnia, more burnout. This is not weakness. This is not imagination. This is biology. Anxiety is not just in the mind. It lives in the nervous system, in hormones, in blood sugar, in the gut, in the brain's ancient survival circuits. To understand why America feels constantly on edge, we must stop blaming people and start examining the biological environment they are living in. This video is not about motivation, not about mindset hacks. This is about how the modern American lifestyle is quietly rewiring the human nervous system for fear. The brain was never built for this. The human brain evolved over 300,000 years, but the world Americans live in today is less than 100 years old. Your brain was designed for short bursts of danger, physical movement, sunlight, social tribes, clear threats. But modern America delivers endless notifications, artificial lighting, chronic financial stress, social comparison at scale, 24/7 news fear cycles. The brain cannot tell the difference between a lion chasing you and an email that threatens your job. Both activate the same system, the amygdala. The amygdala is the fear alarm of the brain. In ancient times, it saved lives. Today, it never shuts off. When fear becomes constant, the brain adapts by becoming hypervigilant. This is not anxiety as a disorder. This is anxiety as an adaptation to an unsafe environment. Cortisol, the stress hormone that never sleeps. Cortisol is not bad. It wakes you up, gives you energy, helps you survive emergencies. But cortisol was designed to rise and fall. In America, cortisol never falls. Morning, alarm clock, to phone, to emails, to news, to deadlines. Night, screens, to artificial light, to financial worry, to doom scrolling. This creates chronic cortisol elevation. High cortisol does something dangerous. It shrinks the prefrontal cortex, logic and control, strengthens the fear pathways, disrupts sleep, increases inflammation, makes the brain emotionally reactive. Over time, the brain becomes stuck in survival mode. This is why anxiety feels physical: tight chest, racing thoughts, shallow breathing, digestive problems. Your body thinks danger is everywhere. Blood sugar roller coasters and panic. Here is a biological truth rarely discussed. Unstable blood sugar creates anxiety. The American diet is built on refined carbs, sugar, ultra-processed foods, liquid calories. These foods spike blood glucose fast, then crash it just as fast. When blood sugar drops, the brain panics. Why? Because glucose is the brain's primary fuel. Low glucose triggers adrenaline, cortisol, fight or flight response. Many panic attacks are not mental, they are metabolic emergencies. The brain interprets low energy as danger. This is why anxiety often improves after eating real food, stabilizing meals, reducing sugar spikes. An anxious brain is often a hungry brain. The gut-brain anxiety loop. 90% of serotonin is made in the gut, not the brain. The gut talks to the brain through the vagus nerve, immune signals, neurotransmitters. Ultra-processed food damages gut bacteria. When the gut becomes inflamed, serotonin production drops, inflammation signals reach the brain, anxiety increases. This is called the gut-brain axis. Americans consume less fiber, more additives, more artificial sweeteners. These starve good bacteria. An unhealthy gut sends danger signals upward. The brain listens. This is why anxiety often comes with IBS, bloating, acid reflux, food sensitivities. The mind is not broken. The system is. Dopamine overload and emotional exhaustion. Dopamine is motivation, reward, drive. But dopamine was designed for effort, reward. Modern America gives reward without effort. social media likes, infinite scrolling, fast entertainment, junk food pleasure. This floods dopamine. When dopamine is constantly high, baseline drops, motivation falls, anxiety rises. Low dopamine treats restlessness, dissatisfaction, emotional numbness. The brain becomes addicted and anxious. This is why silence feels uncomfortable, why boredom feels painful, why stillness creates anxiety. The nervous system is overstimulated and underrested. Sleep deprivation, the anxiety amplifier. Sleep is emotional regulation. One night of poor sleep increases amygdala activity by up to 60%, weakens rational thinking, increases emotional reactivity. America is chronically sleep deprived. Reasons? Artificial light, screens at night, shift work, caffeine dependence, stress, culture. Without deep sleep, the brain cannot reset fear circuits. An anxious society is a tired society. Why this is not a personal failure. Anxiety is not a character flaw. It is the nervous system responding exactly as designed to an environment it was never meant to handle. When biology is pushed beyond its limits, symptoms appear. America did not become weaker, the system became harsher. Understanding this changes everything. Shame disappears, compassion grows, and real solutions become visible. This is not about being tough, it is about being biologically aligned. The nervous system never powers down. The human nervous system has two main modes: sympathetic, fight or flight, parasympathetic, rest and digest. For health, these systems must alternate. In modern America, the switch is broken. Emails follow you home, phones vibrate at midnight, work identity never turns off. The nervous system stays locked in sympathetic dominance. This causes constant muscle tension, shallow breathing, racing thoughts, digestive shutdown. The body believes, if I relax, I will fall behind. This is not ambition. This is biological exhaustion. Social isolation changes the brain. Humans are wired for connection. For most of history, people lived in tribes, shared meals, shared danger, shared safety. Modern America replaced community with convenience. Loneliness is not emotional, it is biological. Chronic loneliness raises cortisol, increases inflammation, shrinks social brain circuits, activates threat detection. The brain interprets isolation as danger. Why? Because being alone once meant death. Social media did not fix this. It simulated connection without safety. The result is hypersocial exposure with emotional emptiness, financial stress, and survival wiring. Money stress is processed by the brain and survival threat, rent, healthcare, student loans, job insecurity. The brain does not calculate economics, it calculates safety. Uncertainty keeps cortisol elevated. Even high earners are anxious because lifestyle inflation, fear of falling, no safety net. Chronic financial stress creates hypervigilance, insomnia, emotional numbness, anxiety disorders. The nervous system cannot relax without predictability. Inflammation, the invisible anxiety driver. Anxiety is not just neurological, it is inflammatory. Ultra-processed food, pollution, poor sleep, stress, all increase systemic inflammation. Inflammation crosses the blood-brain barrier. When the brain is inflamed, fear increases, mood stability drops, emotional control weakens. This is called neuroinflammation. Many anxiety symptoms improve when inflammation drops. Not therapy alone, not willpower. Biology first. Why news and media hijack the fear brain? The brain prioritizes negative information. This is called negativity bias. News media exploits this. Constant exposure to violence, crisis, conflict, collapse narratives keeps the amygdala activated. The brain cannot distinguish real danger nearby from danger on a screen. Fear becomes ambient. Americans live inside a permanent threat simulation. Why kids and teens are more anxious. Children's nervous systems are still developing. Screens overstimulate dopamine. Schools emphasize performance over safety. Outdoor play disappears. This wires low frustration tolerance, emotional instability, chronic anxiety. Young brains need boredom, movement, sunlight, unstructured play. America removed all four. This is not a generation problem, it is an environmental mismatch. Medication versus root cause. Medication can help, but medication does not fix circadian rhythm damage, blood sugar instability, inflammation, social isolation, dopamine overload. Treating anxiety without environment change is like mopping water while the pipe is broken. True healing requires nervous system regulation, biological safety, predictable rhythms. Symptoms are messages, not enemies. How biology can heal. The nervous system is plastic. It adapts both ways. Safety rewires fear. Simple biological shifts, consistent sleep timing, real food, morning sunlight, physical movement, social connection, reduced stimulation. These signal you are safe. The amygdala quiets, cortisol drops, clarity returns. Healing is not instant, but it is reliable. The big truth. America is not anxious because people are broken. America is anxious because biology is overwhelmed. When the environment changes faster than evolution, symptoms appear. Anxiety is not weakness, it is feedback, and feedback can guide healing. Why some people break and others don't. Everyone lives in the same world, but not everyone develops anxiety. Why? Because anxiety is not caused by one factor, it is load versus capacity. Some people have stronger social support, better sleep rhythms, more movement, stable nutrition, emotional safety early in life. These increase nervous system capacity. When stress exceeds capacity, symptoms appear. This is why anxiety is uneven, not unfair, not random. It is biological math. The daily nervous system reset, biology-based. Healing anxiety is not positive thinking, it is signal correction. The nervous system asks one question: am I safe? Daily safety signals include morning sunlight, signals circadian rhythm stability, movement burns excess stress hormones, slow breathing activates vagus nerve, predictable meals stabilizes blood sugar, human connection confirms tribal safety. Silence allows dopamine reset. Do these consistently and anxiety reduces naturally. Why America feels on edge culturally. Anxiety spreads socially. Humans mirror nervous systems. When society rewards speed, hustle, comparison, constant alertness, calm feels like failure. A dysregulated culture creates dysregulated individuals. America optimized productivity at the cost of regulation. The future of anxiety. What comes next? Anxiety will not disappear, but understanding is increasing. The future of mental health is nervous system literacy, preventative biology, lifestyle medicine, community restoration. The solution is not tougher people, it is healthier environments. Final truth. Powerful ending. Anxiety is not weakness, it is intelligence trapped in survival mode. Your body is not attacking you, it is protecting you. When safety returns, fear fades. America is anxious because its biology is asking for change, and biology always wins.